Good morning. This is the voting hearing for the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, June 8th, 2023. While the public is encouraged to attend, no additional testimony will be accepted this morning. We'll begin with the license premise inspection hearing, which occurred on Tuesday, June 6th, 2023. Item number 1, Lansdowne Boston Restaurant, LLC, doing business as House of Blues, located at 15 to 41 Lansdowne Street. Date the incident, February 19th, 2023. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
Thank you, Danny, for this particular incident report. I see no violation.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 2, Lansdowne Boston Restaurant, LLC, doing business as House of Blues, located at 15 to 41 Lansdowne Street. Date of the incident, March 6th, 2023. Patron on patron, assault and battery, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
Security was keeping an eye on this group and it escalated pretty quickly. I don't think there's anything else they could have done, so I see no violation.
I saw it the same way.
I agree.
Item number 3, 175 Ipswich Street, LLC, located at 175 Ipswich Street. Date of the incident, February 24th, 2023. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass and General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I see no violation here.
Yeah, I don't think we had enough.
Item number 4, GHM Logan Management, LLC, doing business as Marriott Courtyard Hotel, located at 225 William F. McClellan Highway in East Boston. Date of the incident, January 10th, 2023. Intoxicated patron causing public nuisance disturbance in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
The patron was served one drink. The licensee said that the patron appeared fine and they did the right thing when she started to show signs of intoxication. They switched her drink to water. I see nothing else I could have done and no violation.
I agree.
Violation, yeah.
Item number 5, Arguedas Corporation, located at 30 Bennington Street in East Boston. Dated the incident, February 12th, 2023. Overcapacity in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F.
They were over capacity by a very small amount, and given the police officer's testimony that he did see people entering after they had gone in to respond, I see no violation.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry, my mute. I agree that given the testimony from the officer, but I think we might want to do correspondence. Just, you know,
Good idea.
The situation at closing, they need to be ready to kind of handle that. So in general, so I would go no violation with correspondence, reminding them of their duty to disperse in order.
Okay, I agree with Commissioner Curran.
Yeah, I agree. So as soon as she left the door area, someone else should have taken over.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so no violation, correspondence from the board, reminding the licensee about a safe dispersal and to continue monitoring capacity at time of dispersal. Item number 6, James Associates, Inc., doing business as The Broadway, located at 734 East Broadway in South Boston. Dated the incident, March 11th, 2023. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 15A.
I saw no violation here.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 7, Putt Shack Boston Seaport LLC, doing business as Putt Shack, located at 58 Pier 4 Boulevard. Date of the incident, March 5th, 2023. Patron on patron, assault and battery, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
They did separate the parties. They don't have any video footage. Staff did call the police. While I see no violation, I definitely think correspondence from the board would be helpful here, given that they're a new licensee, and could use some reminders about best practices when dealing with an assault like this, an alleged assault like this.
What do we want to say about our expectation regarding, video preservation in a situation like this?
Thank you. And I think that's what the crux of the correspondence should be. If there's any incident like this that happens on the premise, regardless of whether or not they've been notified the police that there would be potential hearing, they should preserve the video. That's,
Sounds good to
I
me.
think the burden is on them to preserve the video.
I agree.
That makes sense. No violation and correspondence from the board. Item number 8, Big Causeway LLC, doing business as Big Night Live, Studio B, Guy Fieri's Tequila Cocina, located at 110 Causeway Street. Date of the incident, December 31st, 2022. Person under 21 in possession of alcohol on premise in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 34.
Well, they didn't sell this patron a drink. It was the lapse in security that caused this person under 21 to be drinking. I think they admitted to this lapse in security. I see a violation.
I saw one as well.
I do agree.
Danny, I don't believe they have a history, so my vote would be for a written warning.
Let me
I would
pull.
as well.
Yep, sorry, just 1 second. I'm pulling up their docket sheet to make sure what their history is. It is a very long docket sheet, so it's taking a moment to load. Apologies. Correct. There is no recent history. Actually, there is no history at all for service to under 21.
Okay, so written warning.
Yes.
Great. Violation with a written warning. And item number 9, the Black Rose Inc., doing business as the Black Rose, located at 160 State Street. Date of the incident, March 17th, 2023. Overcrowding, 235 mechanical count, 193 capacity, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F.
With St. Patrick's Day, they should have been properly staffed. I see a violation.
I did as well.
I agree.
Do we? I don't believe there's any recent history on this place, right?
Pulling up their docket sheet right now as well. I do not believe there is. Give me just 1 moment. I just pulled it up. That is correct. There is no recent history for overcrowding.
So warning.
Yes.
Violation with a warning. Item number 10, the board held an informational hearing for Nuwa Liquors, doing business as Walsh Wine and Spirits, located at 388 Washington Street in Brighton. This was an informational hearing to review the licensee's operational plan regarding verification of patron identifications. I don't know if the board has any comments to make regarding that plan that was submitted.
I know Commissioner Curran wanted them to revise the plan to include a few other things, asking them to ID every single person who's purchasing alcohol and to only accept backup that has a picture on it.
Those changes sound acceptable. Yeah, agree.
Yep.
I think it is best practices.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, the way they choose to do their IDing is, they're going to take the risk, but they definitely, as a matter of course, need to be IDing every single person that's in a party.
So it sounds like the board is requesting a revision of the operations plan to address the two things Chairman Joyce just mentioned, which are IDing every person in a party purchasing alcohol and also requiring a secondary form of identification with a photograph of the person on it. Am I hearing that correctly?
Yes.
Does the board want to hold another hearing on this, or is this just a submission to be approved by the board?
If they submit it, we'll review it on our own and add it to their file.
Did the detectives say that there was any problem with minors on the outside of the store? Like, so a person who's 21 or older goes into the store to purchase, and then the pass off actually happens right outside. Am I making that up, or was that part of?
No,
Yeah,
that was an incident they spoke of.
they were before us before for a bunch of underage kids. Someone went in and bought and then went into the car, and police stopped the kids in the car.
So I know that it might be unconventional to try to have them to mitigate that particular scenario, but if there's maybe a camera or someone can keep an eye on the door just in case there's an immediate pass off right outside. I don't really have an answer there, but
Well, I mean, sorry, that would be our expectation. If it's right outside in view, we've held retail liable for pass offs like that in the past.
should there be any mention of that kind of vigilance in the document?
Yeah, they should just be aware of pass offs, maybe. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
We could add a comment in the circulating operations plan.
Great. So just a third thing that the board would like the licensee to address in their revised plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, how to prevent pass-offs to underage patrons outside the premise. Okay, thank you. And is there a time limit that the board would like the revised plan by?
2 weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
If they need more time, that's fine, but let's start with 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred yesterday, Wednesday, June 7th, 2023. Item number 1, Copley 233 LLC, doing business as Copley House Inc., located at 233 West Newton Street, has applied for a lodging house license. Manager Christian Moen.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 2, GSTH Investment Group LLC, doing business as Bijou and Rock and Rye, located at 51 Stewart Street, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item number 3, Boqueria Fort Point LLC, doing business as Boqueria Tapas Bar and Restaurant, located at 25 Thompson Place, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Scott McLeod.
I believe Mr. McLeod has the appropriate character and fitness to serve as manager of record. I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item number 4, EAHG Boston 2 TRS LLC, doing business as Better Sorts Social Club, located at 90 Tremont Street, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Corey Hayes.
I vote to approve Mr. Hayes as a manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
Item number 5, CMG CP1 LLC, doing business as Cavo, located at 1 to 3 Center Plaza, has petitioned to provide bottle service on their licensed premise.
I vote to approve the bottle service on this
I do as
license.
well.
I agree.
Item number 6, Petula's LLC, doing business as Petula's, located at 81 L Street in South Boston, has petitioned to amend the closing hour of the licensed business to 1 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Items 7 and 8, Facility Concession Services, Inc., doing business as Spectrum at 89 Guest Street in Brighton, and doing business as the Charles Playhouse at 74 to 78 Warrenton Street, has petitioned to change the corporate structure of the licensed business to Facility Concession Services, LLC, and has petitioned for a change of ownership interest.
I vote to approve the changes as requested.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 9, 116 Huntington License LLC, located at 116 Huntington Ave, has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to FM Restaurant Signature LLC, doing business as Soul Mexican Cocina at the same location. John Bush, manager, 2 a.m. closing hour.
Thank you. I vote to approve Mr. Bush as the manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve. And I vote to approve the transfer.
I agree.
Item number 10, Vinna's LLC, doing business as Chauncey Liquors, located at 3096 to 3104 Washington Street in Roxbury, has petitioned to transfer the license to Chauncey Liquor Inc., doing business as Chauncey Liquor Mart at the same location. Trang Ho, manager, closing hour 11 p.m., and has petitioned to pledge the license and inventory to Rockland Trust Company. This applicant requested a deferral from the board to allow for a completion of the community process and to meet with several civic and community groups in the area. Item number 11, Balteri Corp., doing business as Clock Tavern, located at 342 West Broadway in South Boston, has petitioned to transfer the license to FSW LLC, doing business as Clock Tavern at the same location. Matthew Gateman, manager, closing hour 1 a.m., and has petitioned to change the license type to a general on-premise.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 12, SSP America Inc., doing business as Pete's at Night, located at 500 Terminal Road in East Boston, has applied for an airport common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license. Manager Jacqueline Janeo, closing time 10 p.m.
I vote to approve. Is this the new manager of record, or she was already approved?
She's
I think she
previously
was already approved. Okay, so I vote to approve the changes requested.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 13, SSP America Inc., doing business as Boston Harbor Distillery, located at 500 Terminal Road in East Boston, has applied for an airport common victular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license. Manager Jacqueline Janeo, closing time 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree as well.
And item number 14, Wonder Boston LLC, doing business as Wonder Museum, located at 2 Avenue de Lafayette, has applied for a general on-premise 7-day all alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager Marcos Doyle, closing time 12 a.m.
I vote to approve Mr. Doyle as the manager of record, and I would approve this license. I vote to approve the license pending the availability for one for which they qualify for.
I agree.
I agree.
Thank you. Moving on to non-hearing transactions, the following are applying for a new common victular license at a previously licensed location. Item number 1, Hippo Kitchen Inc., doing business as China Maxim, located at 241 Market Street in Brighton. Xiao Hei Liu, manager of record, hours of operation Monday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m., and Sunday, 3 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 2, Miznon Sea Point LLC, doing business as Miznon, located at 101 Seaport Boulevard. Moshe Ziv, manager of record, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item number 3, Wicked Ice LLC, doing business as FOMU, located at 123 Guest Street in Brighton. Dina Jalas, manager of record, hours of operation 12 p.m. to 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 4, FOMO Faneuil Inc., doing business as FOMO Ice Cream, located at 29 Faneuil Square. Hours of operation 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Dina Jalal, manager of record.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
As well.
Item number 5, FOMO Faneuil Inc., doing business as FOMO Ice Cream, located at 155 Seaport Boulevard. Dina Jalal, manager of record. Hours of operation 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
And item number 6, DD West Broadway Boston LLC, doing business as Dumpling Daughter Inc., located at 475 West Broadway in South Boston. Nadia Spellman, manager of record, hours of operation Monday to Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Thursday to Sunday, 11:30 a.m. to 1 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Following have applied to make changes to their existing common victular license. Items 1 through 5, Star Market Company Inc. at 5 locations throughout the city: 90 Causeway Street, 1065 Commonwealth Ave, 33 Kilmarnock Street, 7587 William Morrissey Boulevard, and 53 Huntington Ave, have petitioned to change the manager to, oh, sorry, there are several different manager changes here. Only the last one is a manager change, apologies. Sorry, there are actually, my bad, there are 4 manager of record changes here. There's a manager of record change to Peter Grell, Samantha Jimenez, Neil Couto, and Giuseppe Granata, respectively, and at all locations to change the managers to officers to Bradley Beckstrom and Cody Purdue.
Thanks, Danny. I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Thank you. Following has applied for a new lodging house at a previously licensed location, the Ellie House LLC, located at 169 St. Botolph Street. Manager Paige Stone.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Following have applied for a 1-day amendment to their existing license. Items 1 through 3, the Catered Affair Inc., doing business as the Catered Affair at the Boston Public Library at 700 Boylston Street, has applied for 3 1-day amendments to their existing license to include extending onto the courtyard for 3 weddings on June 10th, August 5th, and July 29th from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
And item number 4, Two Greeks and a Persian LLC doing business as Cartel, located at 520 Tremont Street, has applied for a one-day amendment to include partitioning off part of the sidewalk directly in front of the licensed establishment to allow patrons to have a beverage and watch the Pride Parade on June 10th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. only.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
The board has before them a list of applications for special one-day alcoholic beverages licenses, which have been administratively reviewed by staff and approved by the board. And 2 items on old and new business, one for a vote and one for acknowledgement. Item number 1 for a vote, the board deferred the following to allow for completion of the community process, which has since occurred. BU LLC doing business as BU Bistro, located at 3840 Washington Street in Jamaica Plain. Petition to amend the description of the licensed business to 1 room on the first floor, 20 seats with kitchen, bathroom, and storage. Front 10 seats and rear 30 seats. Seasonal April to October patios on private property, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Manager Patricio Amoroso, hours of operation for the entire licensed premise, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. We have heard from ONS that they were before the JPNC this week, who voted to support this application.
Okay. We need like vote to approve.
Yes, the board would vote.
Vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Thank you. And item number 2 for acknowledgement, the board is in receipt of correspondence from Compass Group USA Inc. at 500 Logan Airport Terminal E in East Boston, notifying the board of its permanent closure and intent to cancel its airport common victular 7-day alcoholic beverages license. The board will cancel this license following this hearing. And those are all of the items before the board today. That will adjourn this morning's voting hearing. Thank you, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.